Yo, what up, people?
What's going
What's going
on?
on, man? It's Clark Brothers back here with the breakdown. We got a special guest with us today. He's not a Clark brother, but he's a Clark. That dude Prime is up in here. What up?
Sure. One Kid Prime, what's up, y'all? What's up?
What's going on, man?
Prime, we all it's the Clark, brother. We all brothers, so we gonna keep it the Clark, brother.
Exactly. Yeah, and this time we are breaking down Billboard's top 50 greatest rap groups of all time.
It's trending. Everybody's talking about it, so we're gonna talk about it today.
We're gonna talk about it today. And remember, people, it's Billboard's list. And then afterwards, we'll give you guys a little insight on our list.
Some correct list.
Yeah, some correct list. Getting it from
correct list.
Billboard, real quick, they kind of said in their little blurb here, and I'll paraphrase it. They basically saying their collective list was based on they decided to add in not just traditional groups, they also included duels, they also included collectives, crews. So there's a couple of people on this list you might think, whoa, is that even a group? But this is their list. We'll go through it, but we'll explain later. We'll explain later what we think should be there. So cool, let's get right to it. Number 50, they got MOP. And they picked the worst picture of these guys to put up here. Like, come on. This guy look like he just got his jaw broke.
No,
I'm gonna try not to make too many comments up high, but there's a couple that may stand out. I know Prime said he wanted to make a comment about one of the high ones too.
Yeah, MOP at number 50, which I think already is not legit starting.
It's not the best start.
They shouldn't be at 50.
But but if you told me you were starting a list of top 50 and you put MOP at 50, I would give you a chance to give me the other 49. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's not such a crazy take that I'd be like, there's no way I'm not listening. But it's just the 49 afterwards don't always line up.
Right, that's true. So speaking of 49, they got number 49, Black Star. Now, this is the one thing that we talked about. I think Prime pointed it out. I mean, technically, they work together as a group when they are Black Star,
right.
But they are two solo artists. We know that come together as a group. I mean, hey, okay, that's fine.
It's like Red and Meth.
It's like Red and Meth, yeah. Red and Meth is a duel. They're a duel,
but they're not on this list.
They're not on this list. Yeah,
they probably
could be, but they're not. That's what I'm saying. Why did they leave them off them? They were a duel who operated together. They put out a couple albums together as a group, as a duo.
Mm-hmm.
So, Black Star's number 49, City Girls number 48. Okay, so now the City Girls, I knew they were going to add someone that's kind of like representing these times or whatever the case. And as funny as it may sound, the City Girls, there wasn't many female groups ever.
No.
Yeah, sadly, they might be the second most successful female.
Exactly. So that's why they have to be on there. I'm not surprised at all they're on there because, like Prime just pointed out, they actually are now in 2023, in 50 years of hip hop, they're the second most successful female group. So you're gonna have to find somewhere to put them on there.
Ladies, y'all got the bars. I'm gonna need y'all to team up because this can't stand.
Yeah. Y'all got.
I got a lot of respect for the City Girls and what they do. I don't want to come off like I'm hating on them because I'm not. I personally just feel like in a top 50 rap group list, hip hop group list, it's just tough for me to put them there. But like you said, second most successful all female hip hop group of all time. So it's tough.
I agree, and that. Honestly, that's not their fault that there's been no groups for 50 years. Like that's not their fault that there's been no groups in all these years. There's been plenty of time for you females to come out with opportunity. They haven't done it. So now you can't.
Ladies of Marmalade.
Right, you can't.
The ladies from Lady Marmalade.
Right, you can't sit here and complain about them because all they did was just make a group. So that's number 48. All right, I don't have a problem with them being all the way. I have a problem with them being ahead of MOP. I do have a problem with that.
Okay.
I have a problem with them saying Ray Shrimmer is one spot better, but whatever.
Right. Okay. Speaking of Ray Shermer, I don't even know how to pronounce their name.
Eardrummers.
There you go. They're number 47. I'm not very familiar with this group, to be honest with you. I don't remember that.
They're more the lines of they came out around the time. I think the Migos may have been a little before them, but they're in that generation of groups wherein you haven't really seen a lot, not just female groups. You haven't even really seen a lot of groups
nowadays. Yeah.
In the past 10 years. Yeah. So it's really been the Migos, Ray Sherman.
That's it. Really.
That's really it.
Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, so
the rest of being crews and collectives and stuff like that.
I will say this. I won't take it too long, but I just think that they should be a little higher.
Higher, okay.
We'll see who's in front of them.
Right.
They got hits. They got hits and hits and hits and hits. So
okay. So there you go. Then so they're number 47. Number 46, the Yin Yang Twins. They're definitely a group.
Yeah. I don't know if I mean, again, you have to remember if I'm doing this list, there's probably 10 people because of their criteria that I don't have on my list. So you probably gotta take 10 out. And if you take 10 out, you gotta think, are the Yin Yang Twins on there? Maybe. I mean,
they had a strong but short run. They had a strong but short run. That Little John 2003, 2005 time period.
Yeah, they had a nice little run, yeah.
But it was definitely
they had about 4 or 5 hits.
Yeah, definitely. And
that's you got 4 or 5 hits in a 3-year run. That's not too shabby.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah. They definitely a group. I mean, I think they could make the top 50, which they have.
Yeah,
I think they can make the top forward. 50.
We'll have to see going forward who who is also below them.
Right. All right, let's see here. I'll wait till D comes back and we'll start the next one. Why are they using these terrible pictures of these guys? This is a terrible picture of them. I mean, I know this is supposed to be
Pete Rock and CL Smooth. I mean, later on, Pete Rock was kind of like he come in, but he wasn't on every song. Like every once in a while, he come in do a rap. All right, we'll take off from here.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. And number 45, we got Pete Rock and CL Smooth. That's what they have here. Once again, I just would admit, I want to say, I know this was like for an album cover or something. It was. Why are they taking these terrible pictures of them and using?
I don't know. I think later on, I think even more so importantly, I think later on or down the line, we're gonna have to do our top dual list. We got to make our own list of duels. We can probably come up with 10 duels. I mean, they consider it duels. So we'll just go with it for today.
Right. They like we said, they're putting duels on the list on the group. Now, a duel could be considered a group as well, though. Some people can consider them a group.
Because I consider Mobb Deep a group, but
yeah, well, they both rap. Yeah, and they're a group.
Multiple rappers. That's the multiple rappers.
As long as they're both rapping, they should be considered a group.
Mobb Deep is a group. They're in the group because they're both rap.
Interesting. Okay, so number 44, Criss Cross.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
I can't really be mad at it. They're iconic.
Yeah.
I'll give them that. Maybe not the talent level of other like groups on this list, but definitely in terms of like
they reach out. Right? Yeah, they check the
definitely
box.
Iconic group. Yeah,
iconic group. They got a classic hit, timeless hit.
Not just a classic hit, a timeless hit. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Which is in popular media all over the place, everywhere. You know what I mean? Sporting events.
I mean, from rest in peace, my mother loved that song, Jump Jump. She's the boomer generation, all the way down to Gen Z, who's my little 3-year-old daughter jumps when this.
My daughter too, 8 years old. She loves that song.
Love the song. So that song is transitioned through mad generations.
Yeah.
So it's a timeless hit.
Crazy.
All right, so I'm cool with them being there. Kid and Play, number 43.
Are they even rappers?
What'd you say?
I don't want to.
I mean, they're rappers. They're rappers.
They're rappers. But like, no, look, if this was people starring in movies, maybe Kid and Play be here. But I personally, to put them at 43,
or maybe they should be a little higher.
They gotta be at the tail end, unless you're just running that. Because look, Kid and Play, if we're being real, it was never about the music with them. Really, they were big characters. They got into the movies. And they did well. You know what I mean? I personally, I don't know. I ain't never heard nobody say like, "Yo, turn on that Kid and Play." But again, I'm 27. So
Kid and Play, like I said, I'll have to see the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Their criteria, I'm surprised they're on the list because, again, my criteria or our criteria, they might end up being on it, but because of this criteria, they're adding in crews and duels, which I wouldn't have on my list. I'm surprised I'm surprised they were still able to crack the list. But the reason why I think a lot of people would put them on their list is because they were that first team,
impact on the culture.
Like tandem that was able to transition into movies. I mean, so even though they had a couple of joints that went in the club or whatever.
Yeah.
But I could see Prime's point of view as well.
Yeah.
But again, we'll have to see.
True. Yeah.
I just don't think they're better than the City Girls. So I mean, if we don't have the City Girls on here and they're gonna be 48,
yeah, a lot of people probably wouldn't.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So number 43 is Kid Play. Number 42 is Heavy D and the Boys. We go back to this again. The Boys were just background dancers.
Yeah, I'm not even going to comment on that. I don't think there's a group. So I'm not.
R.I.P. to Heavy D.
A great in his own right.
Right, they got him on. I think if we were to do this list over, we would pull them out, though.
Yeah, I'll
pull them out. But okay, number 41, Little Brother.
Never heard of them. I can't put them. I can't comment on them.
They
have no business on this list.
I will
say to any Little Brother relatives that are watching. They have no business on this list.
Look, they are both ridiculous lyricists. I'll give you that. They're definitely dope. They shouldn't be on this.
Okay, so are they like newer generation?
Not that I know. No.
It says Little Brother. They formed Little Brother in the early 2000s. It says here.
Okay.
Yeah, I know them from
Big Pooh. Let's say Phoenix and Big Pooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really familiar with them either, but they're number 41. So now we cracked the 40.
But they're better than MOP. I'll tell you.
I have a huge issue.
I have a big problem.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I have a big problem with this. Onyx at number 40.
Yo,
transcending group. I mean, man, they transcended groups. Like when Onyx came through, they were like a shift. They were the culture shift. Everybody started rocking baldies.
Yeah.
They turned everybody over to the ball head. They were the first rap group doing a mosh pit. Like they made the crowd dive popular for the urban. Yeah. That was usually just done with punk bands and rock.
Yeah. And then
they were the first one doing that.
Diving in the crowd, and not only that, chants in your records.
Yeah, chants in your songs.
Chants in your songs and your records. That's another thing they kind of, really kind of. And Sticky Fingers is an iconic rapper. Like, Fredro is in his own right, but I think Sticky is a little bit, as far as rapping goes, Sticky is a little bit more of, like Sticky Fingers was the guy that you waited for his verse.
Yeah, that last verse is.
That's why he went last all the time.
Oh my God! Like, so, I have a huge problem with it. Number 40.
39 groups better than Onyx.
Wow.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to tell me 39 groups are better now.
Yeah, I don't believe that. So they got
not only better, but their first album's a classic.
Yep. Yeah.
They're. Let's just go on.
Slam is one of the best party songs of all time. Yeah, that's a gross underrated.
Okay, Slum Village at 39. See, the funny thing is, pretty much going from this point on, we're gonna have a problem with the numbers because we know Slum Village is not better than Onyx.
Slum Village better than Onyx, like.
Slum Village should be on the list, but not 39.
But not I don't care where they are on the list. Onyx. They shouldn't be higher than Onyx.
39, but Onyx has to be somewhere ahead.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll move on from them. Number 38, Big Timers. This was a makeshift temporary group. This ain't even a real group to me. This is the producer and the owner of Cash Money.
Yo, Birdman is. Only Birdman can pull something like this off.
It's the owner and the producer of Cash Money. They're a group. This was a money grab. Right?
That's Manny
Fresh. Yeah. This was a money grab. This was a hustle. This was a side hustle. Let me get some more money.
This was around the time that if you put a name on anything that you were doing, we were like, okay, that's a thing. So they just put a name on it. There's no possibility this is a group.
What this is right here is this gentleman right here, the Birdman, finding another way to get a check. That's all it is. Because now he's not only the owner, now he's an artist, so he's getting a different check. He's getting an artist check now.
Man is a
you know what I'm saying? And that means when he performs, he gets show money as an artist and not only as the owner. So come on, man. That's another way of him catching a check. This is crazy. They're number 38 on top of that. If you're going to count them as a group, they should be 50.
Yeah, no, they're not better than the City Girls at all.
Number 37 is 8 Ball and MJG.
Another one, they're not a group.
Yeah, I'm not really on board with that.
I thought 8 Ball was like a solo artist.
No, I don't know. I mean, they've been together. Well, yeah.
Yeah, they may have, but and they both rap, right?
Yeah, they both rap.
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't be in my 50, but
I am not nearly well versed enough with their music to even really comment on it. I like 8 Ball, but I don't really know too much about them together. So
yeah.
All
right. So let's move on. 36, the Hieroglyphics.
It's another crew thing. I have a problem with that. It's another crew thing.
Hieroglyphics is here. Pro Era has to.
But the Hieroglyphics are, I mean, they're I would put them like again another list of crews.
Yeah.
When it comes down to if you want to talk about one of the most talented crews to ever come through hip hop, Hieroglyphics is in there because all of them dudes was major talented.
Yeah.
All of them from Souls of Mischief. Domino,
the Funky Homo Sapien.
Yeah, Della, Funky Homo Sapien. So they had a lot of talent in there, man. But
Souls of Mischief should have been in. Yeah, Souls of Mischief should. If you're gonna put them in there, because they have the timeless hit of 93 to Infinity.
Exactly.
I was about to say 93 to Infinity is one of the greatest songs ever.
And that's the timeless. And the whole thing is they made the title like they were making a timeless hit, 93 to Infinity, and it's a timeless hit.
Call your shot on some Sandlot shit. That's
Word.
All right, number 35 is the Far Side. Far Side. I mean, I don't know if they should be this low. I would probably put them in.
I'm not putting them on my list. They had one hit. I'm not. I can't put them.
I was about to say she keeps so bad.
I'm not. Now it's a classic. It's a classic.
It is a classic.
I feel like I'm high on the spot on the list. I just don't know. 30. They're in the 30s is a little high.
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely shouldn't be that. You know. In that.
Head of Onyx.
Head of Onyx. Exactly.
Like Prime. Head of City Girls.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like.
We gotta use the City Girls as the bar.
Another. I just want to say this. Another terrible photo. These guys, you couldn't find a better photo of Pooh-Bah.
Listen, I'm gonna let you two rate these guys. Because me personally, if it was up to me, Lord Jamar puts them at 51. That's personally how I feel. Lord Jamar always sucks.
I probably on my groups, I probably have them in the top 50. They're probably 50.
Yeah.
They're probably between 45 and 50.
I wouldn't have them at 50. There's a couple of groups that
was dope.
They had
45 to 50.
As a group,
Pooh-Bah was great. Like they were like the group with they had a lot of great continuity in that group, and it was always they was able to, especially it being three MCs, they was always able to equal out their time on the mic, even though Pooh-Bah stood out and he later went solo, but they was they was pretty good. They was a pretty good group.
It's good. They had some joints too. You know, they had some joints.
They definitely had some joints.
Slow down.
Now, Lord Jamar, I agree. I have an issue with him by himself, and I have an issue with him on the mic. But in the group was good enough. I mean, like, he wasn't trash. No. Like, he was the worst. He was the worst rap out of them three. He wasn't garbage. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I have more of an issue with him now than I did when he was in the group.
Right.
I've always just like
I him down.
I hate people that overrate themselves. I'm like, look, your fans are gonna overrate you. People are gonna underrate you. You should know exactly how good you really are. I'm sorry. If you don't, you don't. Whatever. Let's go to the next one.
All right, next one. 33 Goody Mob. Now they were a group. Goody Mob was a group.
A lot of people have them. A lot of people have them way lower than. A lot of people have them. I just saw an argument that was going on. One of the I don't think he was a producer or a DJ from the South. He said there was a not long ago on Doggy Diamonds. There was a poll between who's better, Goody Mob or Wu-Tang.
What? Oh,
and
wow.
Goody Mob, and a lot of people would say Goody Mob was ahead of Wu-Tang.
Wow.
So a lot of people think I think that's good for where they are. Me,
that's good for where they
I would probably have them around there, or maybe even a little higher in the 40s.
I do think they should definitely be on the list. I'm not even really mad at where they are with 33. I definitely can't bring my mind to a world where they're in a conversation with Wu-Tang, but that.
Thank you. Me neither.
Yeah, but
maybe the afterlife. I could. I probably couldn't even bring myself to a comment when I'm dead.
Exactly.
When I'm dead, I can't have that conversation.
Pass away. And
you wanna call them the Wu-Tang of the South? Then fine, go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because Goody Mob, and it also depends on how you're looking at them. Because the whole Goody Mob, the crew, the collective includes Outkast.
Yeah, they're called something. There's a name for them.
I thought it was Goody Mob.
Nah. There's a name for that.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. You talking
the
about
one to the left,
Organized Noise.
Lorenz Tate brother. That's
Organized Noise.
The bald one.
No, it's another name.
Okay.
I'll think of it later. But
the bald one would look like Lorenz Tate brother. That's all I know.
Yeah, but so Goody Mob's number 33. Number 32, 2 Live Crew. I don't have a problem with them being here.
I think they should be top 30. They had the whole club scene on too.
Yeah.
I mean,
they kind of everything that's going on right now is because of 2 Live Crew.
They turned all that shit up.
Basically, twerking and all this other stuff. This is all because of 2 Live Crew. And all of the dirty, the dirty talk, the profanity in the lyrics, the sexual lyrics. That's all because, and guess what? Not only, I'm gonna throw another nugget out there. Not only did they start doing that, they fought for it. Remember that. They were fighting against the court system about censorship.
Yep.
Right? So if it wasn't for Luke,
the Dungeon family,
Dungeon family. Yeah. Luke and the 2 Live Crew, fighting in court for against censorship.
Censorship, yeah.
All right, let's not forget that. That
It might have to be a little bit lower than that.
And Uncle Luke funded one of the greatest college football teams of all time. My man funded the Miami Hurricanes. Stop playing.
So yeah, for that alone, that you should move them up on the list.
Right.
I'm glad they're here. They definitely should be in the list, but they should be up a little bit more. Number 31, Boogie Down Productions. Now we talked about this. KRS-One, for the most part, was the only rapper, but they came out as a group as Boogie Down Productions.
They did come out as a group. I always thought of them as just KRS.
I always thought of it as just KRS-One, you know.
But D Nice was in there, and he was another rapper.
He was another rapper. R.I.P. to
Miss
Scott
Melody and R.I.P. Miss Melody.
Miss Melody.
Miss Melody was also a rapper. She came out with a song herself. So
yeah.
I guess
that's
I
D
just
Nice
don't
right
consider
there.
them. Yeah, I just don't consider them a group. But
it's D Nice right here.
Which of their classic songs? Their classic songs are they on? Because when I hear like The Bridge Is Over, I hear K. You feel me?
Yeah, I hear KRS-One.
I
agree.
I hear South Bronx. I hear Chris. You know what I mean? So it's like.
Yeah, you don't hear any other. They don't rap on nothing together. They've all kind of put out stuff separately, because remember, D Nice had his own record.
Yeah.
My name is D Nice.
So then, if these records are Boogie Down Productions, then to me, when we start talking about solo artists, that's going to take away from some of KRS's catalog, because it can't be both.
Yeah, you can't have both.
Yeah, that's why I think for us officially, they might be one of the ones we pull off the list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's taken away from KRS-One.
50's a lot for hip hop groups regardless. I think 50 might have been an ambitious number anyway. Probably should have been around 40.
Right. They just trying to do 50 because it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Right.
All right, so number 30 is Clips.
I don't know.
Yo, I'm sorry, sidebar. Yo, I am a Pusha T fan. I will say this though. I don't know how, but by beefing with Drake, Pusha T has somehow made himself into this like mythical greatest rapper alive kind of person.
Yeah. I call him the Kyrie Irving of rap, because it's like Kyrie Irving, because of that one shot against the Warriors, he's like now one of the most clutch players in history because of that one shot. That's the same thing with Pusha T and this battle against Drake. Because he was able to explain to Drake, because Drake couldn't hide his child from the world or hide his world from the child, whatever he wanted to do. He couldn't do it anymore because of Pusha T. So that makes Pusha T, oh my God, this dude is like one of the greatest lyricists. That's a perfect analogy. He is the Kyrie Irving of rap.
Yeah, he's a good lyricist. Not overrated lyricist. Good lyricist. Right. Overrated though.
Right.
And personally, I like the Clips. I don't think they're better than MOP. I don't think I know they're not better than Onyx. I know that for a fact.
No.
And I'm sorry. I think they're better than the City Girls. So I'm not okay.
You said I ain't better than
they might not be better than the City Girls. The City Girls got some pops. You're not really for the City Girls. I don't know if they're better than the City Girls either. I don't know if they're on my list. I'm sorry. I don't know if they're on my list.
I'm not
grinding. Okay, grinding, and then you got the joint. That's it, really. You got the joint with
what happened to that boy?
It's grinding a classic. It's grinding timeless.
Yeah,
it's not timeless. It's classic.
I think it's timeless because I feel like as long as there are tables that people try to make a beat on, grinding is going to be one of the first.
That started that whole thing too, with everyone banging on. That flew through the high schools for generations, or decades, as far as people banging on the lunch tables.
We were having contests. We were having contests of who had the best grinding beat on the table. Like, it was a real thing of like, now that nigga make the best grinding beat. Like, it was a real thing. So, yeah, that's definitely Thomas, but push
All right, so we'll go on. Now we're at cracking the top 30. Gangstar at 29.
Guru's the only rapper. DJ Premier was off making beats, double and triple dipping. moonlighting as the top
But
producer
see,
while he's in the group.
here's my only argument there. Guru never did anything by himself, really. Like, he never came out as the guru.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he did, because I think they split for a while.
He has a few songs as guru.
Yeah. I think he split for a while.
But that was later on. There was
Gangstar has split, like everybody else. Gangstar split and Guru came out with some song by himself. He did. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't consider them a group, but by the standards of two rappers, then no. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said,
but that's really the same thing as Eric B. and Rakim,
right.
though.
I'm more acceptance to a group. I'm more acceptance to the duels than I guess you guys are, but that's fine either way. But regardless of the fact, them as a duel together, do they belong at 29? Is the real question.
I'd say.
I mean, if you take all their hits, if they're considered a group, that may be right around where they would be, So I don't really have a problem with the spot of where they are. But then again, I have some groups in my head that I don't know whether they're on this list or not. So I have to wait to the end of the list.
There's some groups that they could have put on this list, and that's what I'm saying. You want to talk about? So if you want to do groups, the DOS Effects is not on this list.
They were better. They were better than DOS.
No, they are better than DOS. I'm just saying they're not on this list at all. And some people that we take off, we might want to put them on if we take off people that we don't think are groups. So, all right, we'll move on. Number 28, Ghetto Boys. As you said,
gross underrated. Willie D watching anybody
right now.
A lot of everybody in Texas is going nuts.
Yep. Anybody that endorses this, Willie D's gonna be at your door. So good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
And this is gross underrated.
Right. On that,
I think that should be a little lower.
Yeah, they should be lower, whichever way you want to call it, lower or higher on the list.
Well, higher on the list. We'll say higher. Higher on the list.
Higher on the list or lower in numbers. Yeah. Ghetto Boys definitely should be higher on the list as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they have a timeless hit.
Oh,
that's playing tricks on me. I think that's timeless. I think whenever that plays,
that's definitely timeless.
Yeah, whenever that plays, people gonna be like, oh.
I think even without that, they're still on this list. But I think Mind Playing Tricks on Me being so famous and being so recognizable. I mean, I was playing Grand Theft Auto the other day and that started playing, and I was like, what? Like that song. So I feel like that song really pushes them over the limit. But 28 is ridiculously low.
Yeah,
they're personally, I believe they're in my top 15. So.
Yeah, that's right. So 27, DJ Jazzy. We're going back with the duels. Like I said, they including duels. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Now I'ma say this: since we're going by their criteria and they're considered a group, I guess I'm okay where they are in within the top 30. Because of their impact, their songs. I don't know. I mean, they're not good. But I mean, there's no. The reason why I'm saying this now, granted, let me finish my thought. Those other people that I'm talking about that I know is better than them should be ahead of them. But I don't agree with where they are on this list. But they definitely should be on the list, I think, if you're going to consider them a group.
Yeah, if you're going to go by their criteria, you kind of have to put them on a list. Summertime Classic.
That's a timeless hit.
That's a barbecue. Anytime the barbecue started, is sometime playing. I mean, the Fresh Prince theme song. I mean, shoot, they got a hand in that, and that's known by almost everybody. So definitely should be on the list. If you're gonna go by their, criteria, 27 is cool. I don't really mind it. I don't have really any issues with this one.
I'm gonna go against both you guys on that. If you're going on their criteria, the amount of hits, and remember they're the first group to put out a double album that went double platinum. Right. So they have a double album.
They should be higher on the list.
That's double. Yes, absolutely. If they're on the list, they have to be higher.
I'm okay with that. I don't have arguments with this pick, but I'm okay with them being higher. I'd argue them not being lower, but I'm cool with them being higher. Like that's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so they're on the list at number 27. Let's see who they got ahead of them. Number 26 is EPMD, Strong Island representative.
My guys, it's my guys. They're not better than Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince if we're going by these criteria. EPMD was kind of just like people's favorites. You know what I mean? Like they have underrated songs.
Yeah.
They've always been underrated as far as the group goes, but they're little one dimensional. As a group, little one dimensional. Like a lot of their songs sound alike.
Yeah. They were doing that funk stuff for a long time.
Yeah, they're doing the funk stuff, whatever. But they definitely have, songs like Crossover, and they have songs that was way ahead of their time. They have those way ahead of your time songs.
Yeah.
Crossover. If you want to say You Got to Chill is a timeless hip hop song, maybe.
Go with that.
But
that's the one thing against them. I feel that they have a lot of and that might be why, because you put it perfectly. They had so many songs that were ahead of their time. That might be why I feel like they don't have the level of classic songs that some of the people that are gonna be ahead of them on this list do. But yeah, it could be that it just was fish out of water. Like it was just a little too early.
Right. I think they should they definitely belong on the list, and around there, it's probably where I would have
I got them.
I'm only doing it because we're doing a list for not personal favorites. They're one of my personal favorites.
Right.
Of
right.
course.
But if we're being fair and doing it throughout the world or whatever, I could see them being there or maybe even in the 30s.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they go anywhere from They're a weird group. It's really your preference because numbers wise, they did really well. Impact wise, they brought in a lot of different people too. So they definitely, I feel like
impact on the culture, of course.
They have a big impact on the culture.
Yeah,
big impact on the culture,
15 to 30. Yeah.
Which basically keeps them on a nice level on the list. Their impact on the culture itself.
Yep.